Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about your goals and dreams. Okay, so I want to ask Eva first. What do you think is the difference between goals and dreams?
I think dreams is more the type of goals.
That's
It's not easy to complete.
What is not easy to complete?
You need more efforts or money or you have many goals, but the dreams is the top of the goals.
Okay, so dreams are on top of goals. Steffi, what do you think about goals and dreams? What's the difference?
Maybe goals is about what you want to do now, and dreams maybe is now can finish it now, but someday you will achieve it.
Okay, so someday you will achieve it, but maybe not now. Okay, let's talk a little bit about your goals right now. Okay, so what are your current goals in life? Current as meaning now. What do you have as your goals? So Eva, what do you think? It can be about your career, can be about work, it could be about family, or what do you think you are right now? What do you want?
My current goals make my I can do all things and teach other the things in my work, and like I need to I need more confidence on presentation or teach the new colleague by myself.
Okay, so you kind of want to be more of a manager. You want to manage a team or to help the members of your colleagues. Do you want to be like a leader? Is that what you think?
Yes.
Okay, so you can say to become a leader at work, right? Or become a team leader or someone, you can even be a manager, right? Yeah. So Steffi, what about you?
My current goal is I can earn money about $1 million a year.
Okay, so that's your goal. Good. Okay, great. So you're talking about one goal. That is your current goal. So you only have one? Is this the only one? Or do you have many, right? You're talking about one. It could be about work. It could be about family. It could be about just what you want in life, right? It doesn't have to be about just work. So is this the only goal that you have? You have no other goals?
In my current life is about work, so I don't have another goals.
Okay, so I don't have another goal or other goals. Okay, another would be singular here. Another goal, it would be just one, or other goals. Okay, Eva, what about you?
I agree with Steffi because family, I don't want to get married before 30 years old, and I think the important thing is my work now. So another social or family is not my priority now. Yes.
Okay, it's not my priority right now. Okay, great, that's good. At least you know what your priorities are, so that's great. Okay, so here, how do you plan to reach your goals? Okay, so we're talking about one. So Steffi seems to have a target and she seems to have a number, right? Okay, so how do we reach it? I think it's a good idea to have a monthly goal and then break it up to a weekly goal and a daily goal, right? So how are you supposed to reach that? Okay, so let's have an example like, what do you want to achieve with your English goals? What do you want to accomplish? Or what is your goal to having class with me? Do you want to be able to be very confident and be able to give a presentation by yourself in English? Do you want to be able to have a conversation with a foreigner and express your ideas freely? Okay, so there are different goals that everyone may have. Eva, what do you think?
I think become a team leader and make my English better is the current goals now. And so maybe is my current goal. Okay. The question is how to plan in monthly or weekly.
Yeah, so what is, you say to make it better, right? What does it mean to make it better? It means it better is I learned 3 new words and it's better?
No, I want to speak English very I don't I won't when I speak English.
Okay.
And fluently. Fluently, okay. Speak English fluently. And this is about English goal.
Okay, so how are you supposed to reach this goal? What are you going to do every day?
I plan to speak English with to Steffi 15 minutes every day.
Okay, so how are you supposed to help each other? What if you make a mistake and she doesn't know?
Maybe we can record.
Okay, you could record it.
And we can repeat after the conversation.
Okay, you could. That's called shadowing. Yeah, that's a very good method. Okay, you can do shadowing with TV shows or movies. That's great. Okay, so that's for every day for 15 minutes. And how do you know if you're going to improve? Like, do you every week, do you try to do something? Every week, do you do a test? Or what do you, how do you know if you have improved or not?
That's a good question. So can we send it to you?
Writings, right? That's another type of homework. So maybe we can discuss about that later. Okay. And also, what else can you do? We talked about presentations, right? Presentation is always a good way to show if you are o, right? But presentation is something you prepare for, right? So you can tell me about your dog, right? Tell me about stories about your dog. Tell me about things that you enjoy, that things you usually tell other people you want to share, right? So that is why we're going to start to present in class. Okay, so that's something you will need to think about maybe spend 5 and 10 minutes, have a very easy PowerPoint presentation, show me some pictures about things you love, and then share about it with the class. And then we will ask you some questions so you can be ready to give feedback and to answer the questions right here. Okay, great. Okay, so that's really good about your English goals. Steffi, I'm going to ask you something different about your goals that we talked about. So how are you supposed to reach the amount that you want to earn per year? How are you going to reach it? What are you going to do?
Because my goals is about 1 year to 1 million is 28 years old. So maybe I can.
What happened to your microphone? We can't really hear you.
Now can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hear you sometimes. Are you moving it around? We can hear you sometimes, and then you disappear.
Sorry, my internet is so poor now.
Can you move to a better place that has better reception?
Maybe you can ask Eva now, and I change my place.
Okay. Well, Eva's goal is to be able to lead other people, right? So before you need to lead other people, you need to know what to do,
Yes.
right? So then what is the first step you need to do to make sure that you know what you need to do?
So I need to know.
Yeah. Are you very familiar with everything you're doing? Very sure?
Because our work is something is very detailed, and the system is very our system is the Facebook ad system is always something change, and it's very regular and very normal. So if we didn't use some function, we don't know it's changed. So that is very detailed, but when we need to teach other, we need to before we teach others, we need to try it by myself and adjust the PowerPoint, the lessons. The content of the lessons.
Okay, right. So maybe you need to check with your manager, right, to make sure that you have everything that you need, right? If you need
Yes.
some assistant, that's what the manager is for. And then with all your skills, you can try to help the new colleagues and to show that you have the ability to teach others, right? That is how you become a manager, because you need to learn to teach them, right? And then make sure they learn so that you can share your skills and knowledge.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So is there anything that you've been doing to try to improve that? Have you been taking some classes, or what do you think that you can do about that?
About that. Because our work is you work it and you learn it is different things. just like
Mhm.
and just like you need to read some dialogue or lessons, but if you try it on the computer, it's different things. So yes, it's different things. So when the new colleague in comes and we need to teach the lessons first, and the lessons is very it's very you need to learn something in the lessons that make you do it on the computer is more easier.
It's easier, right? More easy is easier. Yeah.
More easier. Is easier. Yes. So I think the lesson is teaching the lessons is and
So hands-on means that you need to practice and do it, right?
oh, okay. I don't know the words before. Hands-on.
About hands-on. So it's like, so some people, they learn through doing things, right? Maybe they need to try it.
Yes.
They need to use their hands, try to
yes.
write it, or maybe make something, right? Those are very hands-on things. Okay, right. So that's great. So you need them to do it for you when maybe it can be in the lesson, right? The lesson is not just not on the computer, you just read it and you learn it, but for them to try it, right? Try this.
Yeah.
And then if they do it and they have problems, they can ask you, because they don't know, they will have problems until they ask you, right? So maybe if you have a practice to do, and it's not just a lecture. Lecture is just you talking, right? It's called a lecture. Not you just lecture them, but them to have them to practice and to see if they have any problems. Okay, that is great. Let's move on and ask yourself, how often do you set goals for yourself?
How often?
I think, Eva, for you, how often do you set goals for yourself?
I think in 2021 this year I usually think about the goals I'm usually keep thinking about my goals, because I before this year I was okay, I learned it and I try it. I don't have a goals that I want to do, and I always think I will try hard, but I didn't set goals and think the way to achieve it. So now I'm maybe, how often do you set but we don't keep set goals. Is you have to set the goals first and you think about how to achieve it. So I think it's not about how often.
Then it is
I think about how to achieve it, and like Cindy said, weekly or daily or monthly things to do to to achieve the goal.
right? So you need to break it up, right? Break it up into maybe different periods. So if you have this goal, maybe break it up into different periods, how much you want to earn here, how much you want to earn here, and what is the time that you need. And then to always go back to look to see if you have reached it. Okay, Steffi, what about you? What do you think about this?
If it talk about setting goals, I usually do it because I like to planning something. So every day I will set my it's called about routine, but it's all about to achieving my goals. So every day I will set something I should do, and weekly we will think. I will find some. I will use. I will check it all about that. I really do it, but I think setting goals is very easy, but all to do this is very difficult.
Okay, yeah, it's difficult, but why do you think it's difficult?
Because I think it become a habit is because it becomes a hobby, maybe makes me do it much easier, but become a habit is very every day do that things is a little bit hard to me.
Hard, okay, to do it every day, a little bit every day. What about every other day? Right, every day is hard. Start with every other day, or start with a shorter time period. Like you said, if you and Eva can't talk to each other for an hour every day, talk to each other for 15 minutes every day, right?
Yes.
Every day making progress is progress, right? Every day not doing anything is not doing anything.
Yes.
Okay, right. It's very hard. It's very hard to create or to start a new habit, right? It's easier when you do it together, right? So that's why it's best to have someone who has the same goal as you to do it together. Sometimes you're lazy. If you want to go for a run every day, you're lazy. But today, if Eva says that, hey, let's go running, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to. And Eva says, come on, right now, let's go. Then you will go, right? So it's always really good to have someone to push you if you guys have the same habit. And it's always really good also to maybe have a planner book so you know what you have to do. So if you don't do it today, you know that tomorrow you need to do it. If you don't do it tomorrow, right, it's going to become a bad habit that you're just not going to do it. But if you write it down, you would want to check off the boxes, right? Okay, to have it accomplished. Good. Okay. So what goals have you set and achieved in the past year? So let's think about some of these things. These don't have to necessarily be about English, but English is an easy example. Okay, we have some life goals. What are your life goals? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Do you want a family? Right? For work, what do you want to do? Do you want to become start your own business? Right? Do you have your own company? Do you want to design clothing? Right? There's all these things that you can do in your life, right? What is it that you want? It's something, even if you don't think it's achievable, it's still okay to have a dream, right? You want to live in this really big house in America, right? Think of how big it is. What do you want, right? How are you going to achieve it? You're not going to achieve it in 10 years. Maybe you need more than that. But if you start a little by little, then it's something that you may be able to achieve. Okay, you work towards this goal. What's the difference between a career and a bucket list? So bucket lists are things that can be like, okay, I want to be able to travel around Asia, right? And then here, maybe in 5 years, maybe you can say, okay, well, I want to travel in Asia, but in 5 years, I want to travel to at least 5 countries in Asia. Okay, so if you want to travel 5 countries in a 5-year plan to Asia, that means that you need to at least go to 1 Asian country per year. That's not very hard, right? So what are your daily goals? Okay, so figuring out 1 country you need to go to. How much are you going to spend? How much do you want to spend, right? It's usually about money. So how much do you have to earn extra before you can go to this country, right? That would be a more daily goal. So how much you have to earn a day, right? Taking a look at your salary right now. If it's not enough, what are you going to do about it? Maybe go and find another job, right? Maybe after work, you will drive, be like an Uber taxi driver, or you can be like an Uber Eats driver, right? And to earn how much more money for you to save up to the amount that you can have to go and travel. Okay, so these are just every little thing. What is the difference between life goals, 5-year plan, and daily goals? Steffi.
And my life goal is traveling around the world.
Okay, that's your goals, but I'm asking you about what is the difference between these 3?
Maybe life goals is not achieved now, but in my whole life, I will do it someday. And 5 years plan maybe is about during the 5 years, I will finish it. And daily goal is about if my 5 years, if 5 years, if I want to do my 5 years plan, and I will do every day. I do every day. I do something I do something now to make it achieve.
Okay, to achieve it. Okay, do something every day. So if you want to do it every day, you don't need in every day. It's already every day. So I would do it every day. Okay, so you will practice English for 15 minutes every day, right? To achieve your English goals that you want to speak more fluently. Great. So when I ask you about what are the 3 differences, what do you think? A life is a long time, right? It could be how many years, right? A 5-year plan is 5 years. Daily goals is every day. So what's the difference? It's the time that is different, right? How much time you need. So life is your whole life, 5-year plans, 5 years, and daily goal is every day. Okay. So you said you want to travel around the world. That is your life goal. Okay, what about 5-year plan? How many countries do you want to go to?
Maybe I can travel around the Asia first. Travel around Asia first.
Okay. Great.
And if I want to travel around Asia in 5 years, maybe I should earn more money now.
Okay.
So
you need to earn, right? If you just say earn money, that's not very specific.
if If I want to travel around Asia, maybe a country maybe could spend 30,000.
30,000. Okay, that's a good number.
And a country about 30,000 and maybe 5 or 6 countries. So I should earn about 200 or 300,000 dollars.
Okay, good. So you're getting very specific, right? So this is how you plan your goals, right? Figure out what you need, right? And then how to achieve it, right? When you achieve it, you want to know specifically what you need to do every day to make a little bit of change. So in a week, you're doing 7 different changes, right? You're practicing with Eva 15 times 7, right? So that's how many more minutes of English you have practiced compared to if you don't do anything at all. And it accumulates. What does accumulating mean? It adds up, right? It accumulates, which means that it will add up. So 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it keeps on going up, right? And that's how much more you are practicing. So you're improving that much more. Okay, great. That's great. Okay. So I think it's really important for everyone to think about what you guys want, right? A lot of people say, oh, I just know that I need to earn money, right? But you're not really looking forward. You only live this one life. What do you want? Do you want to travel? Do you want to live somewhere else, America, right? What do you want? There's so many possibilities in life. It's not just to work, right? People think about work, and then they think about relationship, they think about getting married, but they don't think about lifestyle. What is the life that you want? What can you imagine? It's not that far. It's not that far away from you, right? Do you want to live on a boat? Do you want to travel the world? Why can't you do it now? You're young, right? Okay, and maybe you say, but I don't have money. Okay, how much money do you think you need to travel around the world, right? So different things. If you say, Cindy, I want to travel the world and I want to live in the most expensive hotels. Okay, yeah, then you need money, right? But it's like, Cindy, I just want to travel the world. Okay, there's so many different ways. You can even live somewhere for free, right? But is this really what you want? Because if it's what you want, then you need to work for it, right? You need to think about how. If you think, I want to travel the world and my English is not good enough, but how good does it need to be, right? You don't have a goal. You say, Eva is better. What does better mean? If I teach you 3 new words today, it's better, right? So you need to be more specific about what it is you want. It's for everything, for work, right? For this project, right? You're doing marketing. Okay, I want to hit this target. Impression, how much, right? I want to hit this target about how many clicks, how many likes, how many comments, engagement, right? But if you don't have a goal, you don't know how to work towards that. Maybe it's too high the first time, but you're like, oh, okay, then I know it's too high. Then this is reasonable. This is okay. I can try and hit it, right? So if you don't have a goal, then it's really hard for you to push yourself. Okay, great. So let's continue on with, what do you think about these goals? Okay, what's the first one, Eva?
A brilliant career
Brilliant, a brilliant career. What does that mean?
means you is good. You are a brilliant. You are a good. You're doing good in your work.
Okay, Steffi, what do you think about the first one? A brilliant career. What does that even mean?
Maybe it's about, maybe it you earn much money or have a very hopeful future.
Okay, hopeful future. Does that even sound to you like a goal? Like we talked about, right? What is I earn a lot of money? To me, earn a lot of money, maybe, I don't know, 50,000. I just need 50,000 per month, right? That's a lot of money for me, maybe. So what does this mean? Brilliant career. Okay, it's brilliant. A brilliant means like really good. Maybe I think washing the toilet or being a cleaner is a really brilliant career. Right? Maybe that's all I want to do. I just want to wash people's toilets.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not specific enough. Okay, these are goals that you're just like dreaming. You're just like, oh, it's nice to be that person, right? But what does that even mean? Okay, or even here, a loving family. Okay, here's something more specific. I want to have 2 kids and live in Kending by the beach, and maybe have my own business, open up a surf shop or an Airbnb and live here. Okay. So how am I going to make this work? Okay. First, maybe I need to move down here to Kending. Right. Second, maybe I need to start finding work here, because if I want to live here, then maybe I need to start working here so I can make more friends here, and then maybe find someone that's compatible with me, and then maybe we have a future together because he also lives in Kending, and then we will maybe want to settle down here in Kending and then buy a house and then work harder, and then maybe this house is ours. We can open an Airbnb and then have kids. Really? Okay. So it seems like, oh, okay. The goal is there. Now I need to think of how I'm gonna walk there, right? If I say like, hey, I want to live in Kending, I want to have family there, and I stay in Taipei, what's gonna happen? Do you think it's reasonable? Like maybe I come to Kending like once a year, right? Okay, so what I want to say is that think about your goals. They need to be more specific. Okay, or even here, number 4, everyone says, I want to be happy. What does that even mean to you, Eva? Today I went surfing. I woke up at 5 a.m. and go surfing. To me, that's happiness. To you, is that happiness?
No, I want to
You're like,
sleep.
I just want to sleep until 12, right? It's
Yeah.
different. Okay, so what is this? So to you, you will be telling me and saying, hey, Cindy, what is a happy day for me? Today, I sleep until whenever I want. I wake up, I have my breakfast. My breakfast is, I like to eat eggs. So maybe an omelet with a lot of cheese. That's what maybe Ember will say. A lot of cheese, omelet. And then what do I do in the afternoon? I have tea with my friends. And then in the evening, I want to have maybe steak. Okay. And the evening, I'll be watching TV, my favorite Korean drama. And then I go to sleep at maybe very late after I play mahjong with my friends. That's a perfect day for me. That's happiness. Right?